So Mara Holding Inc., or ticker symbol MAR, is embracing the MicroStrategy Playbook and acquires $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. Now, guys, I know we have been tracking Mara for quite some time, and we do track Bitcoin, and we'll go over that in just a moment. But this article basically is stating that Mara Holding Inc. has announced that the acquisition of 15,500 Bitcoin for 1.5 billion, funded by 1.9 billion raised through zero coupon convertible notes issued in November and December. Now, what happened is, in a post on social media platform X, Mara revealed its total Bitcoin holding now stands at 44,394 Bitcoin, which has valued approximately $43 billion. But get this, their Bitcoin current price is 97,000, guys. So at Bitcoin's current price of 94,000, they're actually down on their Bitcoin position. Okay, now we're going to talk about why this is important in just a second. Now, additionally, Mara repurchased 263 million of its existing convertible notes due in 2026 and plans to use the remaining funds to buy more Bitcoin. Now, the company also highlighted its Bitcoin yield achievements, reporting quarter to date, okay, yield of 22% and a year to date of 60%. Now, that's great, but if they're not locking in profits or selling at these all-time highs for Bitcoin, and reducing some of that, they're continuing to buy and increase their average position size. When this thing goes down to 70 or 50,000, they can lose a significant amount of money, right? Their average share price for Mara is $97,000. So, with that said, Mara raised 1.9 from a 0% convertible using proceeds from a zero coupon convertible note. Their offering, Mara has acquired 15,574 Bitcoin for 1.53 billion and another 98,000 at 98,500. Okay, I mean, that's kind of a high number, a high price. So why it matters? Well, Bitcoin proxy MicroStrategy, okay, MSTR, we're going to actually start talking about this a little bit more, has been aggressively buying up Bitcoin by raising funds through both stock offerings as well as debt. Now, MSTR holds 2.1% of the Bitcoin supply, or about 439,000 Bitcoin at an average price of 61,000. So they're actually in a little bit better of a position than Mara Holding Inc., or ticker symbol MARA. At $61,000 average price, they can withstand a significant pullback, and they are still continuing to buy more and more shares. At 439,000 Bitcoin compared to 44,000 that Mara owns, it's crazy, right? So some other Bitcoin mining firms that have similar boastings because of MicroStrategy buying more. Mara Holding is buying more. So is Hut. Hut recently acquired, or Hut 8, ticker symbol HUT, acquired 990 more Bitcoin for $100 million, bringing its total holdings to 10,000 Bitcoin, worth 983 million at this current time. Now, it doesn't show me what their average price is for Bitcoin on here, but the company's CEO, Asher G. Newt, improvise the strategy's value of building Bitcoin reserves to strengthen the company's financial position while pursuing growth in power and digital infrastructure. Okay, now Riot Platforms, ticker symbol RIOT, also increased its Bitcoin holdings by purchasing 5,100 additional Bitcoin through company-issued bonds, bringing its total to 16,700 Bitcoin valued at 1.63 billion. So this has a significant amount of Bitcoin as well. Price action, Bitcoin was hovering around 97,000 at the time of this, but now it's at 94,000. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about that. Now that we talked about the article, where does Mara stand? Well, Mara actually is also experiencing somewhat of a decay factor. When Bitcoin was at $99,000, Mara was trading at 30 bucks, and then it pulled back, and when it was trading at 104,000, Mara was actually only trading at 28. And then it went down to 100 and it was only trading at 26. When it popped back up to 103, for Bitcoin, we didn't see that rebound that we would have liked on Mara. It barely went up to $25, when realistically it should have been above $30. And then now at 102,000, Mara's barely trading at $20,000. So what's going on? Well, I do believe Mara is becoming more diluted. They're diluting their shares. More and more investors are selling and getting out. They have 316 million free float, so a ton of available shares, and their market cap right now is at 6 billion. Now they are a mining company, so they are not only, relying on Bitcoin to go up over time, but they're also mining Bitcoin at all-time highs, and they've been mining it at all-time lows. But at the moment, if Bitcoin does decide to break below 90,000, what could this mean for a lot of people that are invested in Bitcoin and other digital holding companies like Mara or MSTR, MicroStrategies, Hut 8, Riot? All these companies are going to come down when Bitcoin comes down as well. Now, it's not a matter of when, but not a matter of if, but when Bitcoin does begin to sell off, it can come as low as 70,000, maybe even $50,000 per share. Now, I don't want you guys to get discouraged or get scared, but locking in profits at 94,000, 100,000 was the move. Now everyone should be anticipating a pullback, an opportunity to load up and buy more at a better price than it's currently at. And guys, we've seen this in the past. We've had these insane rallies of 100, 200%, and then these massive 80% pullbacks. Okay, so I want you guys to be aware that history does tend to repeat itself, and what goes up usually does come down. This went up 600% for it to then come down 50%. Okay, after that initial run, it actually sold off 80%, 78%. That is insane. Initially, this one too, so selling off from highs of 70,000 to lows of 40, 34%. So we are definitely due for a sell-off. It's already happening. It's already sold off 15 to 16%. Could we see 30% at 70,000? Or even 50% to even 80%, which would bring us back down to $25,000. Well, I don't know. Time will only tell, but I am seeing a strong correlation between these people buying more at these levels, at these high price levels. Okay. At the same time, Mara is, obviously selling off. They've lost from those highs of $30 to where it is now 40% of its position. That's insane. MSTR, MicroStrategies, also has lost a significant amount of its portfolio from $548 all the way down to where it is now of 40%. So we want to be careful with these companies that are solely buying Bitcoin for the fact that Bitcoin is going up, because when Bitcoin begins to sell off and it makes lower lows and lower highs, that's basically it for these two companies. That's their whole strategy. MicroStrategy is just solely investing in Bitcoin right now. Mara is literally a Bitcoin mining company. It holds Bitcoin and it mines Bitcoin. So we need to be very careful with the current levels. And I just wanted you to make aware of that news article where there's a lot of people jumping on board with MicroStrategies Inc. in the fact that Michael Saylor just keeps buying Bitcoin. He keeps buying Bitcoin. He keeps buying Bitcoin. But we want to make sure is that he's not just buying Bitcoin, he's also reducing the amount of money he buys. And I'm going to get into that more in a video later. But I mean, at one point he was buying $1 billion in Bitcoin. And then it went down to like, I think 500 million. And then it went down to 200 million. And now he's only buying an additional 100 million. Okay, so why is his positions, or why is the amount of money he's investing getting smaller and smaller and smaller? Okay, he knows something. Now people are saying this thing can go up to 200,000 or it can fall back to 70,000. So it's a very key moment, right? And we don't want anyone to get burned. I don't want you guys to get burned, buy at these extreme highs and then have it pull back significantly and you lose 50, 40, 50, 60, 70% of your position size. Okay, so let's make sure that we only invest in companies that are in our favor as far as going up in the direction we want it to go. So I appreciate you guys' time. I hope that was informative. I hope I earned your like, your thumbs up, and if you found value in this, Hopefully you become a subscriber, and catch me live trading every morning, Monday through Friday. 100% free. All you have to do is be a subscriber. And also, you can click the first link below, check out our 100% free Discord. Have over 200 members in there now, over 6,300 YouTube subscribers, all individuals who want to do the same thing, and that's learn how to make money in the stock market. So I appreciate you guys' time. We'll see you all in the next video. For now, go watch this one or this one. They're both really good. Check them out.